hard. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good mate, good. So first question, who are you?
I'm Will. I am like an amateur wannabe endurance enthusiast.
And what are you going to do next week?
On Friday, which is 5 days away now, I'm attempting the Arc of Attrition.
So, what's the Arc of Attrition?
It starts at midday in a small fishing village called Cornish. And you run through Cornish and then you're straight onto the southwest coastal path, which is some of the most stunning but also technical and challenging paths in the country. You have 5 hours of daylight until sunset, about 5 p.m. And during that time you'll probably make your way around the Lizard, which is the most southerly point of the UK, and then to Porthreath, which is another small fishing village and the first official checkpoint on the race. From there, your head torch is on and you're into darkness. From Penzance, you have some really challenging sections through to the halfway point at the Minack Theatre in Porthcurno. Some really challenging boulders, some really boggy sections, and quite a few water features that you have to cross as well. From halfway, which is probably about 1 a.m. in the morning, you make your way past Land's End and all the kind of exposed nature and weather that brings. And then you turn back on yourself onto the North Cornish coast, and that's where the challenge really begins. And the race is designed to put you at the most difficult stretch on the route at the most challenging time. So 2 hours past Land's End, you reach a point called Pending Lighthouse, which the locals affectionately know as Mordor. And then from there you've got 20 kilometres until St Ives, and those 20 kilometres are by far and away the hardest stretch of the route. And then after St Ives the race goes through a couple of other villages before finishing in a small town called Porthtown near St Agnes.
Hey man.
Hey mate, how you doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How's your Christmas going?
Yeah, it's been nice, man. I was back in Shropshire, saw my dad and my grandma.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how you get on in this race in a few weeks. How's your training going?
Yeah, mate, it's been intense. I'm running pretty much every day, still going to the gym quite a bit. doing about 100 kilometres a week at the moment. And then I'm also trying to get down to Cornwall and run bits of the route as often as possible, like every weekend. So I'm pretty shattered, to be honest, but kind of loving it as well.
And have you had any setbacks at all? Any problems along the way? You're doing lots of training.
Yeah, it's been tough, mate. A couple of weeks ago, I was out on the route and I fell over and broke my kneecap, which has been pretty painful and made things challenging. But I'm managing to train through it. I don't know if it will impact the race, but I'm sure we'll find out.
That's crazy. And yeah, good luck, man. I hope the rest of your training goes well.
Nice one, man. Bit excited, bit nervous, but we'll find out in a few weeks. Catch you in a bit.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sweets, chocolate, sweets, loose chocolate milk. All the stuff that you're going through is just a feeling, and feelings don't have to be good or bad. So if I'm saying my foot hurts, it doesn't have to be bad. It's just a feeling. And then there's, if I've got to the point where I'm very close to being done, then I want you to ask me a question. I just want you to ask me if I give it all. Like, have I given it everything? I feel really excited, mate. I was a little bit nervous last night, like doing the whole what if. What if I embarrass myself and don't finish after talking about this for 3 months? But just quite surreal to kind of wake up this morning. The weather's really nice, and just to know that, like, well, firstly, I'm not going to sleep until Saturday night, and secondly, that I'm just going to go on this mad adventure for the next 30 hours. Have some mad experiences. We have the worst experiences I've ever had, the best experience I've ever had, and all that's going to come in a pretty short amount of time, so yeah, I'm excited. 3 minutes till start. Weather is immaculate. Nerves are gone, excitement's here, ready to roll.
Toughest 100-mile winter race in the UK. 2, 1, away you go, Arc of Attrition 2024, let's do this! Have a fantastic, have an amazing time there. Attrition 2024.
Yes, Will, come on, keep it going, mate. Your mum's just down there, lad. Pardon?
10% of the way there, let's go.
Nice, your mum's just down there.
I'm probably over. Okay. Tell me what that says.
Yes, mate, you're looking good. Looking really good.
It's all good. And I've also had one chew. It's another.
You're doing well. I'm not supposed to say that to you, Tommy.
Nice one, lad, you got it. In the bag. Go on, lad. Yes, lad. Looking strong, buddy. Right, I'll walk you in.
You had a bit of a moment, but what was the moment? Just trying to feel sick.
Right.
Just first little low.
So I just definitely think once you see this happen now,
I don't think so.
tentative.
I don't.
Right, I've got
What you do here? Take this off.
What was it like running through the night?
Like, just so long. Like, 15 hours is a long fucking time. I ended up feeling really quite sick for the 10k after Porthreath. I vomited a couple of times, and I got into a really bad headspace. Well, I contemplated whether I was going to finish. I thought to myself, I don't know how I'm going to do another 120 kilometres, another 25 hours if I feel like this. It's supposed to be hard.
It's going to be hard.
I saw my crew at a place called Porthreath and kind of settled and regrouped and managed to pull through that. And I think in pulling through a really kind of challenging part at the very beginning of the race, it just showed me that, like, whatever I was going to go through, there would be an end to it. There wouldn't be just perpetual kind of suffering through the day, and I think that was a really important lesson to learn, and to learn early on in the race, because it gave me the confidence to kind of push through the harder and more challenging parts later on. Miles in. Bit of soul destroying tarmac just gone. We've got the road shoes on. Back at the knees. But yeah, things are going as well as I can.
Do you want your poles back?
Might as well.
No. Okay.
Might as well. About to head into the checkpoint, grab some pizza.
Mate, what's the situation?
We're in the hole, but powering through. What, we've mile 57? So it all starts now. It's gonna be savage.
This is the race, really. Alright, mate, you got it.
This is it.
Take it easy, bro. Enjoy.
Probably from this like 10 o'clock through to 2 a.m, 3 a.m, where I was running in darkness. The kind of hours flow by. The whole experience, because you're just following a head torch, becomes quite homogenous and quite monotonous, but in a really enjoyable way. Because I had a lot of time to think and just to take in what I'd done to get myself there.
Why do you do things like this, Paul?
I think if you'd known me as a kid, like, you'd never have guessed that this was, like, I'd end up doing things like this. And the answer's probably somewhere in there. When I was at school, I despised running, despised exercise, and loved sweets. And it was, like, I carried a lot of weight around until I was kind of 18 or 19. And then something changed. I still probably couldn't put a finger on it. But I think constantly in the back of my mind is this self-image of that kid who loved sweets and hated running. and I'm perpetually trying to prove to myself that's changed. So you're almost being chased by this kind of little fat kid, and that drives me to do these things because I need big reasons to prove to myself that that isn't what defines me.
So this is the last crew point before the stretch from Pendine to St Ives, which is the hardest stretch of the whole Arc of Attrition, and I've thought a lot about this for like the last 6 months. I've been here a lot, and yeah, it feels quite surreal to be about to go do it properly. I'm pretty excited, pretty nervous. Yeah, this is it. And so I wandered out into the night, knowing I was facing the next 7 hours alone on the hardest stretch of the route. But I also knew that the sun was going to rise, and in 7 hours, I'd see my family and friends in St Ives. A view and an experience that I've been thinking about throughout those 6 months of training. The sunrise was stunning, it was incredible, and it just kind of filled me with, I don't know if confidence is the right word, but just like enjoyment. Yeah, so we're at St Ives. Everything feels good apart from my knee. Other than that, like, the race is going perfect, we're on for 6:30. My knee is in a bad way. I'm going to strap it up and do some permanent damage, I'd say. And get there before 6 PM. What do you reckon we're doing?
It's only going to be your best mate to clean your shoes, though, isn't it? Really?
So proud of you. So bloody proud of you. You are incredible. Come on, let's keep you going. We can do it. Yeah, but we've got tapes, we've got braces. Sit yourself down. Give us some time.
My parents treated my knee at St Ives, threw on some more painkillers, put on a knee wrap, and then worked out exactly what pace I needed to hit in order to get to the finish line in 30 hours, and hobbled out of St Ives. 2 painkillers now, 2 painkillers and 4 hours. I'm going to get the time.
Yeah, don't fuck your knee in the process, right?
I'm going to get the time.
Yeah.
never really kind of been to that place before. I've never had an experience like it, and like at times I couldn't really speak. I was in tears. I was vomiting quite a lot, but I just knew what I had to do, and it was as simple as kind of put one foot in front of the other, run when you can, walk when you can't. And through that final stretch, when I was really struggling, I just tried to remind myself of all the times I'd suffered in training.
Fucking windy. Are we loving it?
How many hours I'd put into this. How much effort I'd invested.
20p in. Feeling pretty good. Feeling decent now.
I think that allowed me to push through, just knowing that this was the final few steps on the journey, and all the effort had been put in. I just needed to finish the job. It was hardship and suffering like I've never really known. Almost an out-of-body experience. At one point, I got in the van, closed the door, and just put my head in my hands and cried.
Do you want to answer a few questions for the film, or are you done?
No, I can do it. I couldn't have done it the last one, mate. God. Honestly, I feel better now. Like that last stop, mate. I couldn't speak. I literally couldn't speak. Yeah. We're nearly there, mate.
I'll leave you to it. You got business to do.
Last one.
Legendary stuff, mate. Legendary stuff. So Sarah, how are you feeling right now?
This exact moment, I am ecstatic because he's just come through. He's got his last bit left, and he's in a good place. So that makes me in a good place. I was really concerned at the stop before last. Had a few tears. I was worried about my boy because no matter what age he is, he's still my boy.
Well, he had a few tears as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was really struggling, and he didn't want to follow his plan or do anything. And I was worried that, yeah, but I knew he's just now in I've got it, I need to power on mode then. But yeah, the last stop though, he was so much better, and now he's
done basically.
He's just incredible.
why we're here.
No rush. Yes, exactly.
We're on time, yeah? We're on time? Yeah, come with me.
Follow him. Mate, smashed it.
That he's inspirational. He's a really inspirational young man who I'm just so proud of. Oh, good God, no! This isn't going to be the end, is it? Do you know, Will?